So I'm going to show you the sales order process end to end, from sales order creation all the way to billing, and also we will try to see the COPA document for revenue analysis. Okay, in order to create a sales order, you have to go to a sales order transaction code. Either you can enter directly in the transaction box, or you can go to navigate all the way to the transaction code. So the transaction code that we are referring here is that VA01. When you invoke VA01, system will display a screen where it is asking for order type and also other base parameters such as sales organization, distribution channel, division, and this three combination is also called sales area. So you don't require to give sales organization and distribution channel. You can simply give the order type itself. Okay, so I'm giving the order type and going inside, and here the sales order, when you are creating, the first and foremost thing is that you have to give the sold to party, which is a partner function, which is nothing but a customer. So the moment you give the customer, so in our case the customer number, let me find out the customer number from my previous transaction code. Let me see that VA03 and look at the previous transaction code that I worked on. So the customer number is 470. So let me go back here and put 470 as a customer number. The moment I enter 470 here as a customer number and say enter, click the button enter on your keyboard, and it populates sales areas. You see that this particular customer is created under different sales areas. As I was mentioning earlier, the sales area is the combination of the sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Okay, so in this case I'm going to select the sales area, which is a common division 00, and let me double click on that line, and system populates automatically that information at a header level. Let me also put the material number here. So the earlier order that I created was HT-1105. So let me take that material number and put that material number at the line item level. So the moment I put that material number here and say enter, system is asking for, hey, how much quantity you are going to sell, right? So here let me put one quantity, and then when I again double enter, system will pull the information related to this particular material. So here are two things are happening, that header information as well as the line item information. So let me go to the header information to give you little bit of information around what header information contains. So basically the header information is all about the customer and customer related information, along with the sales information, which is related to all line items that you are going to populate. So it's an easy way to go here. You can go to extras, go to header, and then you can select any view that is there, sales. So there are many tabs which are there at the header level, and it gives a lot of information regarding this particular sales order that you are going to process. So for example, the information related to what is the order type, what is the sales information, sales area. For example, 3020 is the sales area that is being selected here. 3020, 14 is the distribution channel, and 00 is a cross division which is coming here. And also other information such as sales office and sales group. All this information is pulled from the customer master itself. And one more important information here is that the pricing procedure, which is belong to that particular customer, is invoked, even though the individual values are at the line item level, but the pricing procedure is automatically picked up, and it is given at the header level. And the another important piece of information here is the pricing date, which determines like what kind of prices that you have to apply on this particular sales order. Again, other information like shipping information, which may not be relevant right now, but again that information is populated, and billing document information, for example Incoterms, terms of payments, and other information such as the company code which you are going to bill, and if it is applicable for the taxes, the tax information, all that will come here. And if you have a payment cards, and the payment card information will be here, and so on so forth. There are many conditions, many tabs are populated. Okay, and you can also look at the status, where you can see overall status of the order, whether it is rejected or it's still open, or anything is delivered or to be delivered kind of information. This is a good piece of information as far as the sales order is concerned at the header level. And when we go to the line item, again line item, we can select the line item and double click on any piece of this line item, any section of the line item, meaning that you can click on any field here on the line, and if you double click on that, it is going into the line item information. So again, the line item also has got the different tabs, but if you carefully observe here, the line item is always belongs to item number, which is 10, and the material. So in the sales order, the basic information like header is customer related, and the item is the material related, and along with the item category, which is a configuration object, controls many functionalities within this particular line item. And also a lot of information on different tabs populated. So one important information that we need to see here is the conditions. When you go to the conditions, it will tell you that, hey, what conditions are there for this particular sales order and what price I am going to charge. If you carefully observe, there are a lot of conditions are populated based on the pricing procedure, but there is, the price wise is 0. Like if I scroll down all the way down, and there are two conditions, which is like EDI 1 and EDI 2. So based on the setup of this particular pricing procedure, it is waiting for the price. So let me enter $100 for the EDI 1. The moment I enter $100 here, so and based on the quantity 1, so the value of the sales order is $100, which is updated here. Okay. And other information you can see here, like accounting assignment, and particularly if you look at the profitability segment that we were referring, in this you can always go like what characteristics are populated here, and all this combination of characteristics is what we call as a segment. Okay, so this is a great deal of information to do the revenue analysis. And also like other information like schedule lines, sometimes one delivery document can have multiple deliveries. So the schedule lines is the one which will tell you that, hey, what is the way that I'm going to deliver these different quantities. Okay, so in our example it is very simple, because we have given only one quantity and we are going to deliver on 9th April 2015. Okay, and again the rounded quantity is 1, which is requested, and confirmed quantity is 1 itself. So in the system we have available quantity and system confirmed it. So when we are creating the sales order, system already invoked availability check and then confirmed that this quantity is available for shipment. And little bit information here, partners. So this is a very important information as far as sales order is concerned. So like customer is segregated into different partner functions like sold to party, bill to party, ship to party, and payer. So the functionality of this respective partner will be different depending upon what partner function it is. For example, ship to party determines like where to ship, and the address related to that particular customer will be in the ship to party. And if you carefully observe, like all these partners can be different. So in this case, in our example, 470 is the customer number, which is the same number which is given for bill to party, payer, and ship to party. And in real-time scenarios, sometimes ship to party may be different from the sold to party, and obviously bill to party may be different from the payer. But 99% of the times, the bill to party and payer will be the same. Okay. So if you see the status of the order at the line item level, it is still open, and it is telling you that, hey, this particular delivery is not yet delivered. Okay, so I'm going ahead and going back all the way, and now I'm not blocking for delivery, not blocking for billing, and it's a very simple sales order, and I'm going ahead and clicking the save button, The moment I click on the save button, it generates a sales order number. Okay, so all the way bottom you can see the sales order number, which is 15442 and has been created. So I will take the sales order number, and my subsequent processes that I'm going to do with the sales order number are pretty much or delivery and billing. Okay, so for delivery, so now I'm away from the sales order department, which is like normally the sales order creation department belongs to like pretty much the inquiry and quotation and sales order. The front end portion of your sales team is what is the order management is. The team handles that order management. Okay, and now I'm going to the logistics portion, where physically you are picking some quantity based on the sales order, and you are going to deliver it. Okay, so delivery means you are going to issue goods out of your inventory. So let me go ahead and see the stock for this material, so that when we complete the process we can recheck how much stock is available for this material. Okay, so for a simple check of the stock, I'm going to the MMB transaction code, which is basically you're looking at the stock which is available for this stock particular material. So I'm giving that material number here, and also the plant which belongs to that particular material, and going ahead and executing this to see how much quantity is there. So right now I can see that quantity which is there for this material is 95 quantity, which is obviously in one company code we are seeing. So the plant is 3800, 95 quantity. Okay, and if you double click on this particular line, you can see a lot of information related to the logistics, like hey, how much stock is unrestricted, how much stock is on sales orders, deliveries, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this information being there, so the plant being 3800, and let me go back and try to see deliver this particular order. So for that I need to go to the logistics section. Again, you can navigate all the way to delivery, and if you carefully observe, it is not there in the sales and distribution module, and it is a different module, which is a logistics execution, which means basically what you are doing is that you are telling the shop floor people that hey, go ahead and deliver this particular issue this particular material. Okay, so again a lot of functions here, and it's like outbound delivery because we are issuing outside, and simple transaction is outbound delivery. There are a lot of functionalities are there here, but our concentration is just a single document, which is the transaction code BL01N with reference to the sales order. It's the simplest form of your delivery. So I'm double clicking on that and going ahead and giving the shipping point 3800 here, and the order number is 15442, which is populated automatically. And if I remember correctly, that the selection date was 09, so I'm just changing to 09 and for 2015, and then going ahead and executing this transaction. So when I go inside here, pretty much you can see it's ready for shipment, right? But there are a lot of logistics functionalities are there, and if you carefully observe, the pick quantity is 0 here, and also I cannot directly enter here because grayed out, right? So whatever the field which is grayed out, I cannot enter. So what it indicates, again based on the information that I have here, so this particular plant is subject to the warehouse management. So which means what it is happening is that there is a module called warehouse management in SAP. So you have to inform the warehouse management team that this particular delivery document number which I am going to create is subjected to deliver at the warehouse management. So for that there is a process called transfer order, which is basically you are telling the system that hey, create me a transfer order which indicates or instructs the shop floor people to go and pick the quantity. So the moment I complete the transfer order process, the pick quantity which is 0 here will be populated with the quantity that we are requesting. Okay, let's look at that. So I'm going ahead here and telling the system to create a transfer order. I'm going ahead and it's asking me whether I should create the delivery number because I'm going away from the screen. So I would say yes, and the system is taking us along with it created a delivery number and taking us to this particular transaction code. So I'm going ahead and enter, and it's giving me the information. Again, our concentration is not to discuss about this transfer order much, but let's go ahead and generate the transfer order here and save this. So internally what system is doing is that it created a transfer order and it picked the quantity and it populated the quantity in the delivery document which we have referenced here. Okay, so let me go back and look at the delivery document number that was created right now, and let's see the pick quantity also. So that to see the delivery document number VL02M, and I am here, it's automatically populated because the last document populates here. I'm going inside here. See, the pick quantity is now 1, and also it's opening up for changes if at all you want to change. Obviously one quantity is there, it doesn't make sense to make it to change, and I cannot deliver more than what delivered quantity that is mentioned here. Okay, so these are like system level restrictions will be there. So at this point of time, like if you go and look at that inventory stock, what happens is that it will show that the values which are there. It will show us, let's go to MMBE transaction code, and so here if I go here and see, and the schedule for delivery quantity is 1, which is mentioned here, and the unrestricted stock is like 95 are there. Okay, so I'm going ahead and doing the PGI for this particular document. So let me go back and do the PGI. So I'm going ahead and doing the PGI here. Now the moment I do the PGI, it is created, and I'm going and looking at the document. So it has created a material document. Again, the material document is created for every goods transactions happen here, right? So I'm going ahead and displaying the document and accounting document here. So if I display accounting document for the material document, what its system is telling is that, hey, I reduced my stock, which is $19, and quantity wise, like one quantity which is reduced. I can see that one quantity at the accounting level also, like the reduction here. So for which sales order it is reduced, I can see that. And then the information was like one quantity, what is the value, like that it will show, okay, at the document level. And also the same time it's an inventory change, or this description of this account is inventory change, but normally it is a cost of goods sold account. So now we have completed a process which is a logistics process. Now this particular delivery document number is ready for billing generation of the billing. So billing again as a responsibility is normally falls with like accounting folks. So now I'm going ahead and creating the billing document number. So if you carefully observe here, the billing is normally the part of your sales and distribution section, which is billing here. And again, VF01 is the transaction code you can invoke, and I will go ahead and create the transaction code, execute the transaction code VF01. So it is automatically populated the delivery document number. I'll just go ahead and say enter. Then system is pulling that, like what information, $100, and what is the material that is going to be done, right? So I'm going ahead and saving this like invoice document. You see that invoice and billing are interchangeably used in SAP. So like now it's calling that invoice that is getting created. Okay, so now I'm going ahead and saving this document. The moment I saved, it created a billing document number, 9 series number, and I can go ahead and display that number, and it will tell us like what is the information which is there. So I can always click on this document display section, so that it will tell me like what is the sequence. So the sales order, delivery, invoice, and accounting document number, and I can double click here or go to the accounting document number and see, hey, this is the receivables is like 470 account, which is customer, and $100, and the sales revenue account, which is like $100 credit. And I can always look at what is the receivable account which is belongs to that particular customer, which is here. Okay, And also the same time it also posted another document which is called COPA document, which if you go here environment and look at the accounting documents, it will tell you that a profitability analysis document is here. So if I double click on the profitability analysis document, I can show here what is the value which is posted, and also what are the characteristics which are populated. Okay, so now what it is telling is that this 72 euros, and I can click on that company code currency which is $100, and system is telling that $100 belongs to all these characteristic values. This is what we call as a segment. So if somebody asks you what is the revenue by distribution channel 14, I can say $100, and what is the value distribution channel 14 and division 07, $100. So the combination of the values will refer to the same value which is posted here, and this is a great degree of information for slicing and dicing. And in this case we are just looking at one document, but you just think of 1,000 documents, and having the values by that COPA elements will give much more detailed information. Again, as a summary, what we have done is that we created a sales order, and we created a delivery document and made postings of PGI, and towards the end we looked at the billing document and posted the billing document as well, and shown the accounting document as well. So we can also go ahead and look at that accounting balance also. For example, FS10N, if I take up that particular GL account, and this is 8000 series is a revenue account. If I click it I can see the $300, right? So $300 means so far in this period I posted 3 documents. So obviously before this particular the session I posted to see that whether the system is working or not. So I posted 2 documents here, and you can clearly see that the values which are here. And now I can also look at my customer balances and the AR balances. So all the accounting related transactions are invoked now, and respective activities are performed, and the system information is ready for month-end closing. Hope you enjoyed this transaction. And also you can go ahead and do that COPA analysis for your revenue analysis. For COPA analysis, you can go to transaction code K24, and you can pull the information by company code 3000, and the date it is created, and obviously today, and I'm just giving today being that 2 dates, and I'm giving the currency type for that analysis, and I can go here and analyze the data. So here you see, as I mentioned, the 2 documents are created. Now I can go ahead and see the information here. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you soon. Thank you.